Hello everyone, I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is, a cute buckle card. Easy to do once you get the measurements, and I have them for you. Remember, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. And look how fancy I did the inside, and then we also did the envelope. Join me in the studio and I'll show you how. Last week, I got Dandelion Wishes and Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to use this image and this image from in there. I have a scrap of Whisper White to stamp on. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White, that's 4 by 5 1/4. I have a scrap of Blackberry Bliss. I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss that is like 1 3/8 by 4 3/4, but it's scored at 2 3/4. I'm going to be doing a buckle card, so we'll see how this works out. I have a scrap, or not a scrap, a piece of Blackberry Bliss that's 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. My card base is Blackberry Bliss, and it is 5 1/2 by 7 1/2, but it is scored at 4 1/4. I have my envelope. I'm going to be using the Delicate Lace Edgelit dies, and I've chosen this decorative one. I'm using the Layering Circles framelits, and I have these 2, and what I did was I chose this one because I can get that much, I can adjust it so that I got this in there, and then I just chose the larger one to go behind it. But that's how I did this. All right, first thing I need to do is I need to stamp my image. I also brought out my Wink of Stella. I may use it, but there may be enough going on that it doesn't matter. And I'm not worried about going too far out because some of these are going to be cut off. So what I'm going to take and do, all right, I need that one, so I want to make sure there's that. And then this one and that one, I'm going to take my towel. Let me get that, make sure the tip of that one is done. I'm going to take my towel that I wet a portion of it, and I'm going to take this off and this one off. All right, I gotta make sure there's none on there. There we go. All right, now I'm going to stamp this on my card like so. And this I'm going to cut out. This I'm going to cut out. And this I'm going to cut out. I have all my pieces cut out. Now, this piece on the front I said was 4 by 5 1/4, but I forgot that the front of my card is only 3 1/4, so this piece needs to be 3 by 5 1/4, and then it will layer on there perfectly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in a scrap piece of paper and my ink pad, and I will tell you my ink pad is really juicy. So what I have done is I have when I did my other thing like this, there were marks on it where the ink had smeared when I set it down. So what I did was I took and that'll be hidden. All right, I need to get some there. There we go. I hit it with the heat tool before I cut it out. So I'm going to take and do the same thing with this. I'm going to use the heat tool and dry the ink. Okay, let's start putting this card together. And I just realized I have to do the inside piece before I can put this together. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I'm going to use the whole one of this and put it across the bottom, but I'll off stamp it. And then I'll have to take and hit it with the heat tool, make sure it's good and dry. Oh, I was going to off stamp it and I didn't. I forgot. Oh well. Now, this is going to go on the edge of my card like this. So I'm going to take some glue. And I'm going to attach it along the edge. And in key spots, I'm going to put a little dot. And this glue is almost done. I'm having to squeeze, and usually you don't have to squeeze to get the glue out. I don't like to squeeze too much because then you get a blob and it smears. I want to make sure it sticks. Oop, that one might be too much. All right, I'm going to turn this sideways because this is going to go on here like so, and even like so. All right, can't even see that one. Oh well, that's all right. Now, this piece forms our buckle, so I have to fold it on the score line and burnish it really well, and then I'm going to attach it here, and it will go under the piece here and hold the card closed. So I need to add some glue to this. I grabbed one of my other ones up there, and there's a lot of glue in that. All right, and I'm going to put this as close as I can get it to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's right about here. And I want it even with the edge of my cardstock, so I'm going to pick it up like so. And then this piece is going to go on top. I must have had ink on my mat. All right, and this is going to be centered as best as I can get it, like so. All right, so there's that. Now, I'm going to take a big block I have and put it on there just so it has a chance to dry. And I'm going to take this and I'll join this. And actually, I probably could have gone smaller with that, but it didn't look like it fit any of the others, but I know it does, but that's okay. All right, now this piece goes on the front. Like so. there's that. And then this piece goes on with Dimensionals because this goes underneath and it's a little long, so I can cut it off some. So I think I'm going to cut off like a ½ inch. And then to help it curl, I'm going to take my bone folder and just curl it a little. Now, get me some Dimensionals. Take that one off. Put it on there. All right, let's see. How many do I have and how many do I need? I think I just need one in the center. Hopefully, when I put this on there, this one might be too close. I'm going to move it over because I got to make sure I can get the buckle piece underneath and not interfere. Yep, that one has to come off totally. So I'm just going to take it off. All right. Yeah, that's the thing you have to watch. You can't have any of your Dimensionals interfere with your buckle. And I have not used the Wink of Stella. I'm not positive I'm going to use it. And see, this goes underneath like so. And it holds the card closed. And there's the inside and the envelope. I love that little edge. It just adds some interest. All right, let's see what we're gonna do next week. And I'm not peeking. I always stare at the ceiling. Bloom and Grow. Believe me, if I was, I wouldn't have picked some of the colors that I get with some of these. Oh, I dropped it. And what is this one? Mary Merlot? Nope, Cherry Cobbler. If you like my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I also have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings. I'm not back yet. I have one more week, and then I will be in, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Check out Facebook and look for Creations in Paper, and make sure you join us in 2 Thursdays for a Facebook Live. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. I hope you will join me next week when I do Bloom and Grow in Cherry Cobbler. Have a great day.